Our 2013 CES coverage is powered by Ford. Go further.
Patrick Norton here, CES 2013 here at the NVIDIA booth for Tekzilla. Oh my goodness, everybody knew the Tegra 4 core was coming, the new mobile processor from NVIDIA, but I don't think anybody knew that NVIDIA was going to offer a handheld gaming device. Look, it is way too loud in here. They're setting up for a party. Let's go somewhere quiet and talk about some big news from NVIDIA. All right, we tried to find someplace quieter, but this is the Palms, and apparently it rocks all night here, even by the pool outside at near midnight. Now, NVIDIA, CES 2013, a lot of announcements. GeForce Experience, been waiting for this for a while. It is NVIDIA's tool to pick the best GPU settings for your game based on the computer you have. Your GPU, the amount of memory, the CPU, whether it's a Core i3, a Core i7, the game, you click the button, it goes up to the cloud, reloads, reconfigures everything, so you never have to remember, geez, what is 4X, 2X, 8X, WTF is anisotropic filtering? You don't have to remember that anymore. That's actually pretty slick. NVIDIA Grid, servers designed for computer graphics. One rack means 20 servers, 240 GPUs, and they demoed Trine 2. So this is essentially cloud rendering for video games. They showed Trine 2 playing on an LG HD TV. Looked absolutely gorgeous. Duh, it's a demo. You know what? The game looked absolutely gorgeous. Normally, it's a pretty serious game, requires more horsepower than your Android tablet has, but you know what? The game looked great on an Android tablet too. No big surprise, Tegra 4, the worst kept secret going into CES. 4 ARM Cortex A15 cores, 72 GPU cores, NVIDIA's first 4G LTE modem. We'll talk about that in a second. And it's pretty amazing. So they're saying it's still a 4+1 design. So there's the 4 primary cores, a low power core that sits in the background when it's doing nothing. Just kind of listen around and pay attention and fire everything up when you actually need it. They're claiming it's fast, like twice as fast doing a page rendering demo compared to a Nexus 10, so we'll see what real world benchmarks are when we get them. And a really new way of handling photos, so it'll capture 2 photos almost simultaneously and render them into an HDR photograph. Essentially it captures 2 pictures at once and renders them before writing them to memory. Very different architecture from the way photos are handled with mobile processors right now. The i500 soft modem is really amazing. The 4G LTE modem, it's software defined radio, 1.2 trillion operations per second across 8 programmable processors, no fixed function hardware, so it automatically reprograms itself based on what frequency you're at, what location you're at, what kind of, well, essentially RF listening it's doing. Be really interesting to see what this does to battery power, because typically you use fixed functions in a radio device to reduce the amount of power that's used. I'm really curious to see how this works out in the real world. Now, did we mention Project SHIELD? No. It's NVIDIA's own Android-powered mobile gaming device. Screw the Wii U, screw the PSP. This is pure Android, smaller than a Wii U controller, but so is my truck. NVIDIA Tegra 4 powered, 38 watt-hours of batteries. They're claiming 5 to 10 hours of gameplay, more than 24 hours of HD video playback on its built-in 720p screen. HDMI output, micro SD, micro USB, a bass reflex audio system, a full console controller. This looks like it is a pure gamer's device that is running Android. The demoed 4K video playback over HDMI to a TV, or I should say an HD TV. What was really cool, after a few black screens of fail, the demo didn't want to work, but essentially they had Need for Speed running on a PC, being played on the Shield, and also output to an HD TV, and even Steam using GeForce Experience. It was really awesome. Control lag, NVIDIA says no. We'll see when it ships. No ship date, no price tag, but I'm hoping it's competitive with some of the high-end tablets on the market or even less expensive. NVIDIA, I was surprised, and I bet you were too. CES 2013, you want to see more of what Tekzilla is covering at the show? Do us a favor. Head over to revision3.com/Tekzilla or youtube.com/TechHD, or for all of Revision 3's coverage, Tekzilla and all the partners here at Revision 3, revision3.com/CES. I'm Patrick Norton. We'll see you on the show floor.
Thanks to Ford for powering our CES coverage.